Wins are hard to come by in a college football season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Colorado's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. Here's the handoff. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Got his man down the middle. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. New set of downs after the completion. Buying some time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Buffaloes line it up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Buffs!
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kansas State's offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Fitzpatrick. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nuts.
And the quarterback is... Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying play action. Looking left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nice move to keep running. and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Fitzpatrick. Here's a heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Washington. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thorne. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the left side. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Wants to throw, it's Fitzpatrick. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. Makes a move. Can they catch him? A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Just an outstanding performance for this guy behind center. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders. And best of all, they've protected the football. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And the returner will be dragged down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulled and fired complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Fitzpatrick. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Wildcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And the returner will be brought down. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Hand off from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Keeps looking downfield. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air, it's Fitzpatrick. Finds his man, it's Irvin. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Snags it over the middle. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looking for blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Takes the easy one to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run play action. Quick strike complete. Big play, takes it. Territory, he's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes a man miss.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They'll run the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
He's got it. First down and more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they... It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Buffs! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll give it to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Dropping back, it's Fitzpatrick. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the Wildcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying.
There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Kansas State. Offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Fitzpatrick. Snagged out of the air. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Now on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Quarterback making checks. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going up top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Works the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Quickly complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got room to work. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for space to the left. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the 1st down. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got it in the middle. It's Cruz. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football and hope. Alive. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Turner. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And this sophomore behind center has been really impressive so far. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable.
Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Buffaloes are on the move. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Got it in the middle. It's Cruz. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. It's Cruz. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wants to throw again. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The Wildcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing... all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it inside the 15. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. All wideouts, no backs. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl...